The little alien girl had always been quiet among the humans who lived in the distant frontier, station of Helios Outpost 7. Her name was Lira, and she belonged to a peaceful race known as the Aurelian, who were small, delicate and gifted with glowing silver eyes that shimmered softly in dim light. The humans saw them as gentle and almost childlike, but very few knew what shadows their past carried. Lira spent most of her days helping the station workers carry small tools or sort lightweight cargo. She never complained and never raised her voice. She walked with soft, careful steps, as if she feared the world around her. One human, however, noticed her often. His name was Mason, a tall, quiet engineer who believed kindness was the best strength any species could show. Every evening, Mason saw Lira sitting alone near the warm reactor vents. That spot was safe and bright, and she always curled up there like a small creature, seeking comfort. One night as Mason passed by, he saw her struggling to lift a small crate. He rushed forward gently, took the crate from her hands, and placed it aside. Lira blinked up at him, surprised by his help, but she said nothing. She only lowered her head as if waiting to be scolded. Mason instead sat beside her slowly, so she would not be startled. He said softly through simple words that she did not need to carry heavy things, and that she should rest more. She gave him a tiny nod, though her body remained tense. He noticed she always kept her arms close to her chest and her shirt tucked high, as if protecting herself from unseen danger. Over the next few days, Mason tried to talk to her more. He offered her warm food. He fixed her small, broken tools. He asked if she liked working in the cargo bay. She never spoke much, but she seemed calmer when he was near. Still, something about her eyes troubled him. A sadness lived there so deep that even her silver glow could not hide it. One afternoon, during routine maintenance, Lira accidentally bumped into a sharp metal panel. The fabric of her shirt snagged and tore. A small line opened across her side. Mason turned quickly, worried she might be hurt. He asked her to let him see the scratch. Lira hesitated, but then she slowly lifted her shirt just enough to show the injured spot. What Mason saw was far more than a small scrape. Her entire side was covered in dark, thin scars that crossed over each other like traces of long chains or burning lashes. They ran up her ribs, around her back and down her waist. Mason froze in silent horror. His chest tightened as if someone had squeezed all air from his lungs. Lira quickly pulled her shirt down, her eyes wide in fear, as if she had done something wrong. After that day, Mason observed Lira with newfound empathy. He noticed her flinching from unexpected sounds, avoiding narrow spaces, and always keeping her back to a wall as if in a dangerous environment. She never sought help, but felt grateful when Mason quietly supported her. Lira was also noticed by the older woman Rhea, who also began to see her potential. Mason sought the help of the station's holographic archives for records of Aurelian refugees. A soft blue light showed images of burned settlements, destroyed ships, and human mercenaries who captured children for illegal labor. The scars on Lira's side now made sense. She had escaped. Mason returned to Lira's reactor vents, where she sat with her closed eyes and breathed in short, labored breaths. He encouraged her to find joy in small moments, even a light smile. Her shoulders recoiled as if fearing something would vanish. Mason assured her she was safe, even without words. With the ship's approach, Rhea refused their demands, creating tension between the crew. When the mercenaries threatened, Mason courageously stepped forward, using his strengths to fix engines, save crews, and stand strong. But nothing mattered as much as the safety of Lira. When danger ended, Lira embraced Mason with tears glowing softly in her eyes, wrapped her arms around him, and whispered words of relief. Mason promised to always protect her from the dark alone. Rhea, however, protected the crew, and their unity allowed them to hold strong against the mercenaries. The incredible story of Lira and Mason showed that love, understanding, and unity can conquer even the darkest of threats.